A little too short for you. Hey, Bridget Linton's here. Barely, man. She's hanging on.
Okay, I'm here.
You don't have
Guess
to.
who's back?
No, listen, dude. I don't want anybody here who's like, I want people to have fun when they're in here hanging out with us.
Well, I do when we're on.
Oh, okay.
The break,
I just
so-
want to make sure. I don't
Steal
want
a little
to.
nap.
There's that little lull, so she's just trying to recuperate for a little bit.
That's enough to
Meditate,
recharge.
and then
Yeah.
I'm golden over
20
here.
minutes at a time.
Practicing a little TM over there.
It was really smart to play Eminem. That segment really
Pumped
me
you up.
Yep.
Right. Now, if I go into a full hour of Ravi Shankar, how will that make you feel?
I don't even know what that is.
Well, it's okay. Masha Rihi, Mahesh Yogi, anything like that? No? Get a pillow to sit in. A little meditation action. Hey, the Cleveland Guardians are back on friendly soil tonight. They're back here at home. Going to play all right. They're going to play the Washington Nationals tonight at 7 o'clock. Nationals are under 500 currently. Your Guardians are out there killing it. They took a
Quan is back.
Yeah, they took it right. They said he's in tonight. They took a couple shots to the nuts, courtesy of the Rockies, believe it or not. But they're still doing fine. Only the Yankees and the Phillies are ahead of the Guardians right now in the standings. My Chicago White Sox, the worst team in baseball. That is an appropriate response. Yee. Nothing I can say. All of my other teams are doing poorly.
It is nice. The Guardians, they're a surprise. I didn't realize they were going to be.
I don't
this
think anybody
good.
did.
Yeah,
I mean,
they-
you roll the dice every season, and,
Right.
and who knows? Hopefully, there won't be like a mid-season collapse or anything. But they're killing it right now.
They are.
I mean,
It's
you know,
amazing.
so yeah.
Hopefully the same will go for the Cleveland Browns this year.
There you go.
There we go.
So, the Guardians have to be, my B team has to be, they're the only ones that are doing it for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations to them. 7:10 tonight will be the first of 3 against the Nationals, and then they'll host the Royals next week. So 6:30, 6:40 something is when the pregame will start, as soon as we get out of here tonight. The Bill Squire Friday Get Down.
Ooh, the big cheer coming
big
up.
cheer.
The big cheer. Yeah, that's what we like to call it, the big cheer. Next week
Cheer.
on the program, I will have a variety of tickets for a variety of events for you. The Cleveland Orchestra is performing Raiders of the Lost Ark
Bro,
at Blossom,
that's fun.
June 29th and 30th. I will have tickets for you for that first night next week. I will have more passes for you to join me on Wednesday on the Cleveland Funny Bus. Every Wednesday in May and June. We're doing Alan Cox Show Night on the Funny Bus like we did last year. Bill and I are alternating weeks as your leggy and vivacious hosts.
Have you been on the Funny Bus before?
No, we talked
we
about
talked
it last
about that,
time,
yeah.
though. I got to
We
come
gotta
on,
get you on,
when
yeah.
you're on there. I'll just be #1 super fan, come to all of Alan's appearances. I'll go on the Funny Bus. I'll go to Portage Lakes.
There you go.
Show up at Dano's and Sandbar. What's the other one? The Ramp.
The Ramp, yeah. But that's in your neck of the woods, too. I mean, that's
Yeah,
where,
Where
you
she
not
grew
now,
up.
yeah.
Not now. She
Right, but I'm just saying. I mean, you're familiar with that
Yes.
area. I'm much less so.
I might make a day of it. If it's beautiful weather,
Come on out.
I'll ask my friend if she wants to take out her pontoon boat.
Yeah.
We'll just roll on up. Doc, come in, see you. You'll act like you don't know who I am.
Beautiful.
It'll be great.
We'll do some docking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, it'll be fun. Bring your dad out.
Yeah, you get to meet
We'll
the
drink some
legendary Coach
Yes,
Linton.
we'll drink some whiskeys.
There you go. So how do these appearances work? Do you just sit there and then people come up to you and like, hey, Alan, can I get a photo? Can I have an autograph?
I mean, I don't like to just sit somewhere. I kind of do
You work the
laps.
room.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
laps. I'm not trying to insert
usually-
myself into anyone's
We
conversation.
usually have something to like sign people up for, or a game or something
Yeah.
that like kind of breaks the ice
Mhm.
to keep it from being just literally like
You're sitting there at a
sitting
table
there at a
with
table
autograph
waiting.
cards. Yeah.
autograph card.
that'd
You
be a
should
little
bring those
awkward.
old headshots that you found.
Oh,
Oh.
God, no thank you.
Please.
I had a friend of mine, actually, whose mom was like, please have Alan sign me one of his old headshots to me. This is a couple of, and she framed it, and it's on their mantle in their house,
That's
her
great.
mom's house.
Incredible.
That
Yeah.
rules.
I gave it to her for like Christmas. I still never met the woman, but but her daughter's my friend. And I was like, yeah, okay. Anyway, Monday and Tuesday, Funny Bus passes for you. And then we'll get on the Funny Bus on Wednesday. But funnybus.net, they don't only do them on Wednesday. Maybe you want to go and have a good time, but you don't want to hang with either me or Bill. That's entirely understandable, too.
We get it.
We
get it.
No one gets it more than us. Funnybus.net.
Oh, and if you are not going to be in Portage Lakes tomorrow and are going to be in Northeast, like Cleveland.
Well, next weekend is when I'm in Portage Lakes.
Next week.
Yep.
Well, tomorrow I'm going to be at Imposters Theater over on Lorraine in Ohio City. You get tickets for that at billsquire.com.
Beautiful.
Headline the show there at 9:30 p.m.
No
little late.
No conflicting events this weekend.
Yeah.
Do you ever take a day off, Bill, or do you basically work 7 days a week?
I work a lot.
Yeah. So I know you were here Monday through Friday. Do you do shows every weekend?
Most weekends. That last weekend I was in Geneva on the lake, so I took 2 days off.
Okay.
And then I didn't have anything on Monday either, so I had like a nice 3-day.
There you go.
And weeknights, too.
Weeknights I'm usually doing stuff. So there's definitely a lot of days where I do stuff, but then when I don't have to do anything, I make sure I don't. And, try to recover as best I can and have some good, like last weekend in Geneva, just a nice, wholesome weekend with my girlfriend and her daughter and niece. And we, it was great. So,
Dude, Geneva on the Lake is beautiful.
It's the best. It's so fun.
I'm like you. You got to get that
kitschy.
mentality, that work hard, play hard.
Yep.
Like, I'll work until my body is telling me, like, take a rest.
Yeah.
And then you just sleep all day, and then
And they're
you're good
getting
to go again, which I'll be doing tonight.
And we're getting to that point where, so my pool is usually open by now.
Oh.
But it's not because they had to repair it, like update it a little bit. But you can see how blue it is. It's all painted. It's on my Instagram story, and it looks so nice. And I'm so
I didn't
excited
realize
for
you
it
had a pool.
Well, there's a lot of
Fancy
things
guy.
you don't pay attention to.
He does. He's got Sunday fun days, and
Yeah, I'll invite you over for a Sunday fun day before you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. I'm not working. I'm there.
Do you have Juneteenth off?
I believe I do.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. We do have Juneteenth off,
Yes,
don't
we do.
Yeah. That's the last Funny Bus I'm hosting is on Juneteenth.
Pool party, maybe?
Yeah, we're having a pool.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So
Is this my official invite?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
a
Awesome.
Juneteenth pool party.
correct.
Now, it will be just you and Bill.
No,
So-
it's gonna be me, Leslie, our friend
Yep.
Leslie.
Yep.
I believe Tommy's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Still trying to get my girlfriend to take the day off, but
Oh, she has to work.
she has to work because her company is racist. So
That's
no,
unfortunate.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. They just. I'm kidding. I know people are gonna be like, no, they're not. We're not. No, not everybody gets that day off.
Yeah.
And then I think Pants and a few other people come over.
Are you gonna invite
swimming.
Pound Cake? Just for old time's sake?
If he has the day off,
True.
I would invite him.
He should take it off,
Yeah.
even if he doesn't.
What about Alan?
Alan, you're invited if you want to come swim.
I have to host the Funny Bus that night.
Oh,
Well, it's
that's
during
right.
the day,
Yeah,
so
true.
you'll be fine.
I'm sure I'll have other things to do.
Yeah,
during
he
the day.
clearly does not wanna come.
He does not want to come.
No.
Do you guys hang out outside of work?
No.
No.
No. So you really don't like each other?
No, we do like
We
each
do
other.
like each other, but
you
we
lying?
just hang out
We're-
at work.
Am I making it uncomfortable right now?
I
No.
go to work and go home.
Yeah.
I have a second grader. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
we
it's
have
like,
hung out outside of
Okay.
work,
Yeah.
but it's not
I was
like
just wondering if this
we
was
also
all an
spend
act.
20 hours
No.
a week together.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not a big deal.
no, we all genuinely
Yeah.
like each other.
Yeah.
It's just that we're working. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Busy, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there will be like Alan will have like his wife and daughter will be out of town and be like, oh, what's going on this weekend? And then he'll come hang out sometimes on those weekends.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we have our own thing going on. And most of the time, I'm not really hanging out. I'm out doing shows.
Right.
And the last thing we want to do is like go watch each other work.
True.
Like every once in a while, I'll pop in if he's doing appearances and it's near me. I might try and pop in, but like it's
It's
not
a lot.
like- yeah.
And you spend a lot of hours together
We
every
do.
week.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's, whatever. There are other
Also,
people.
he's never even seen 8 Mile, so why would I want to hang out?
True,
with him?
I agree. I
Like,
thought I
never
liked
eaten a
Alan
po' boy.
until today.
He doesn't know when his birthday is. What kind of person?
I
is
know
that?
when my birthday is. I'm just not
Then
going
when
to say
is
what-
it? Say
I'm
it.
not going to say when it
Yeah,
is.
you always-
I saw the Pale Tone movie. You guys have probably never seen the Pale Tone
I didn't know
movie.
there was a Pale
I
Tone
don't
Well,
know.
yeah.
Struggling with police and
It's called
hustle.
Dreams.
To those who used to tell I wasn't a sucker. I used to watch TV till I fell asleep. Pasta is all I could ever eat. Framing pictures on my table. Now I'm able to chill and party. Should I have my own label? Rest in peace, Easy Biggie and Pac. Those who told me what is real rap. As a kid, I dreamed by Mike. And now I know what it's like. Sing it, baby.
Why didn't you say
Not familiar with this one.
Sing it, baby. That's my baby.
I thought you liked rap.
Yeah, what's the matter with you? This is the most prominent Polish rapper on the planet. I know all the big rappers. I just don't, Yeah, so I saw the Pale Tone movie. I saw the Bitcoin movie.
Okay.
Are you into Bitcoin at all?
No.
Not the fake currency. I mean the elderly rapper.
Nope.
You haven't
gonna
seen
blow
his
your
movie?
mind.
I have not.
You know, I've been with a lot of bitches.
Oh.
And out of all of them, I can
He's
make
like
a solid
75 years
argument
old
that
He's
now.
probably dead now.
Yeah. When this came out,
You
he was
give
old.
one hell of a job. So many chicks been on my but not a single one done stick the way that you do.
These
The
are real
way
songs.
that you
Oh, yeah.
do.
Uh-huh.
Best bitch.
Those feel right for only one night, but your is just so damn tight. That's why you're the best bitch.
Love this.
That's why you're the best bitch. You're the best way to spend my bread. Really good at giving. Take you back to meet my parents if they weren't already dead. I show you life's finest places and amenities. That's what you get with a G in his 70s. I know you like a man who knows exactly what to do. You know it's true. I've been doing girls since 42. Back when the Nazis were invading Britain, I was making bitches purr like a motherfucking kitten. Back when Armstrong landed on the moon.
Kind
I
of
was
creative.
getting it
It's
on the
great.
daily, everyday crushing poon. When they took down the wall in '89, I was in my prime, making panties fall all the time. After civil rights movement, everyone was free. Then I gave every girl the right to my D. I've been getting brain.
The right to sign my document. Anywho,
What about Slob on My Knob?
I mean, that song was 10 years ago. He'd be
Yeah.
87 now. Bitcoin
Jeez.
out of Philly.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still around. I mean, that's the kind of life that will keep you living large for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he will. The story of Bitcoin, the 84-year-old rapper. So that was 4 years ago. They did a thing on YouTube about him. They did like a 45-minute.
So he's pushing 90 now.
Yeah, pushing 90. Yep.
Still kicking it. Still rapping.
Yep. There are these two. God, what are their names? Because
Oh, the British
British
dudes.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh, those guys are great.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Rappers?
Yes,
Yeah.
these two like legit old guys that are like grime rappers or something in the UK, and yeah, it's pretty intense. But
Yeah, find some of
Bitcoin,
that stuff.
Bitcoin. Well, I don't have. I mean, Bitcoin
Oh.
I have edited. I don't
Yeah.
know them. Old British rappers.
Are they brothers? or
Prince
friends?
Charles. No, not rapers.
Oh.
Pete and Baz. Yeah,
that's it.
Sebastian. But I don't think that it's. I don't think that
Radio
it's
friendly.
Censored. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they've done like all kinds of like UK Channel 4 documentaries on them and stuff. But that is the kind of rap that I like. I do like that British grime rap, which is a very specific kind of thing, and I don't know why I like it, but I like those artists. It's just it's more interesting to my ear than a lot of stuff over here. But anywho, what time is it? Oh, that's not till later.
Well, you want to start the weekend already?
No, not
You're
that.
ready for the cheer. You are.
Huh?
You are ready for,
For
the
the
cheer.
cheer. Yeah, for the cheer. Let's see here.
Alan, you guys were talking about generational
Music.
whatnot. I had an epiphany. My brother and I were talking about this. So I'm a millennial, and I'm a young millennial, and I always think millennials are lazy. But part of the millennials were born or raised by Gen Xers, and part of them were raised by boomers.
That's the same guy. Boy,
Yeah.
he really wanted to make sure that I
Yeah.
heard what he had to say.
Or maybe he just, yeah. But I think it does really play into who your parents are. Like, I was raised by boomers. You were raised by boomers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's more of the generational thing than, if you're raised by Gen X or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, my parents were super straight. My dad was military.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was, super
Wearing her
straight.
blouses,
Yeah,
wearing her makeup and hair.
growing up in the Midwest and whatever, and met my dad, and they got married and the whole thing. And that's totally fine.
Yeah.
We grew up Catholic. They had a very specific way of raising us, especially me. It was a very spare the rod, spoil the child kind of corporal punishment type situation. So my takeaway from all that when I became a parent was, Well, I know one thing I'm not going to do. I'm not going to spank my kids.
Okay.
And my mom early on was like, well, good luck with that. When they're walking all over you and you don't know what to do because you don't know how to discipline them, because that's how that generation thought. And I was like, well, let's take our chances. It doesn't mean that, and that was my point. That's not synonymous with discipline. That's not the only kind there is, right? And so I didn't spank any of my kids.
How did you discipline them?
Well, in fairness, my wife and I got divorced when our kids were
So he didn't
young.
have to.
Well, but I was around them a lot. I was there every other
I
weekend,
know,
going
I
back
know.
and forth to Michigan, wherever I was living, Pittsburgh or Chicago or whatever, making that trip a lot. So I saw them all the time. And yeah, I would have to discipline them. But part of it's luck. Some people just have kids that they have no idea how to control, right? And that's not always their fault. Some kids, you know.
Just bad.
Well, not even bad. It's just some kids, man, are a real handful. And so we got pretty lucky with our kids. And Gwen and I are really lucky with our, but again, I would have figured it out. My ex-wife figured it out. We did not spank our kids, but that's how I grew up, getting spanked all the time.
Like right on your butt?
I was getting, yeah. Pants down, paddle on the ass all the time.
Intense.
Because that's all my parents knew.
In the house.
My dad was at work. My mom would do it. But it was like, that's all they knew, right? Spank. And I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it.
I feel like people always say that. You take some things from your parents. I love that they raised me this way, so I'm going to take that with me when I'm a parent.
I've taken
and then there's other things-
95% from how my parents did things, but they were conservative, but my dad was from the Deep South.
Yeah.
But I never heard anything untoward about, I never heard anything racial. I never heard anything, but so part of that, yeah. But again, I know my parents are very, my dad's passed, but my mom kind of absorbed what my dad thought.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so it's, she's very conservative, but, she's also very sweet. So it's kind of hard you can't really nail people down. You can't pin them down. But I absolutely knew there were a few things I was not going to do the same. Yeah. And that was one of them. I remember one time my son he was like 5 maybe, right? And he was playing with this toy sword or something. And I was like not in the mood, and he was swinging it, whatever. And he hit me. Didn't mean to. He swung and it hit me or something like that. And I remember grabbing it and breaking it over my knee. And the look on his face is burned on my brain to this day, right? Because it's not like I was going to hit him. But he had this look on his face like maybe he thought I was.
Right.
And I was like, oh, God, it was just terrible. Just terrible.
You snapped,
so it's like when
literally,
I'm...
and figuratively.
Yeah. But it's like when I'm in public and I see people like smack their kids.
It's uncomfortable.
Oh, man. And I'm not, obviously, I would never say anything. Some people do, boy. Some people say stuff. That's not my place. But holy cow, I just can't even fathom that.
Yeah, I agree.
Even though it's way more out of favor now than it used to be. Used to be like when I was growing up, my friends' parents could smack you.
Well,
it was like
could.
the
My
whole,
dad said when he started
it
teaching,
takes a village thing. Yeah.
He had a paddle in his classroom.
Yeah.
If kids were acting bad. It was just the nature of that generation.
Yeah. Now it's gone so far the other way where teachers can't do anything,
Right.
Yeah, they're like,
the kid's always right.
with respect, they must feel like glorified babysitters.